Hello guys and welcome. This is a startup video for the P-40. So, what we're going to do is get cracking on it. First thing we need to do is make sure the ignition's off, flaps set to neutral, and your parking brakes are set. To do this, what we're going to do is look to the left, okay, at the flaps first of all, because we know the ignition's off. Okay, completely cold started this one. And what we're going to do is press Shift 1, and on the bottom left and bottom right you should see some indicators that have just popped up. If I put flaps up, okay, which basically means it's going to raise them when the hydraulics are working, you can see that's up. If I put it to neutral, nice and simple. So that's a good way of knowing if the flaps are in neutral or not. Second of all, if you want to know that without having to put the Shift 1 indicators up, you can look on the top left hand corner of the screen right now and you should see an indicator saying flaps. It will actually tell you what to look for. So I'm going to remove the message there. I'm going to go to parking brakes. I'm going to put the parking brakes on, and there you go. Okay, you can do that by moving your rudder pedals forward to lock it, or you can just do a simple key or press the lever in the actual cockpit. Alright, now we need to do our visual checks. So if you look left, okay, all clear. It's going to move the ailerons. You see the ailerons moving there. Now I'm going to look right and do the same thing. Now look back into the cockpit and make sure everything's nice. Okay, twiddle that a bit and just watch the rudder pedals there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to set the propeller into manual low pitch. Okay, and while we're down there, we'll just sort out a few other things as well. Manual low pitch. And now we need to turn the fuel tank selectors to reverse. Nice and simple. Now we need to turn on a few other switches, okay, which will be the generator and the master battery. Like so. You may hear that in the background now spooling up. Other things we need to do, okay, if it's a cold start, we need to go over to the left hand side. Okay, first thing we'll do is radiator flaps to close, and now we need to put the carburetor air to cold. The next thing we'll do is if we look to the left hand side of the cockpit, we see the magnetos switches. Okay, we need to turn that all the way to both. Now crack the throttle 1 inch, depress the primer 4 times, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and obviously 4. I'll leave it unlocked just in case. Again, if we look to the left now, we should see the energizer. Okay, I'm just gonna energize this up, and then what I'll do is I'll engage, and basically I'll put the mixture to auto rich to just watch what I'm doing.